Halfarg attention lacker. That would suit my character. I'm forgetful. Holy shit.
Speak quickly,
Is this?
or go away.
Is this for me? Wonderful. Those potions just sell for $35. Official Mages Guild business at the market. Oh, I'm on my way. Oh fuck. There's an armorer here, right here, because it says Smith.
I'm a busy guy, so if you could hurry this up.
Welcome to my shop, stranger. It's good to see paying customers, especially with all the competition these days. I don't care. I'm just here to purchase things from you. What's all this shit? Imperial Steel Cuirass. 20. Nope. You don't have anything I want. Goodbye. Now, will you repair things for me? Fix it, 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 fix it. Oh man, that one thing cost a lot. Whoops.
Speak quickly, Outlander, or go away.
Hey, I understand things are rough, but put a fucking shirt on, okay?
Okay, I'm
The
listening.
Guild of Fighters is not what I want. Is this a smith? This is the other smith. They have some sort of rival smithery, but I don't care.
Speak, traveler.
How are you competition for this guy? These are awful items. Yeah, I've got this, I've got a stick with a nail in it. I've also got this piece of leather with buttons. Best in Vivec. You there. I'm looking for Hulia. Hulia, the Argonian Morag Tong? Not many Argonians in the Morag Tong. I'd look for him at the Black Shulk Corner Club in the lower wasteworks of the Foreign Quarter, or at Joe Bosch's books on the same level of the lower wasteworks as the Black Shulk Corner Club. Alright, so the lower wasteworks, you're going to see in a second how fucking fun to navigate Vivec is. Hulia? Nobody else? Nobody knows about the other ones. Let me get Hulia out of the way. So yeah, Vivec is built out of these giant pyramid things with multiple floors, and they're super easy to navigate. This is the upper wasteworks. We were just in like the central market plaza. Hello, ordinators are assholes. What kind of sweet things do we have in the upper wasteworks? A guy just alchemizing away?
There's someone watching. I can tell.
I'm right fucking here, alright? Don't pretend I'm invisible. Kind of wacky shit you got. Fortify health. Fortifies are risky because when the effect ends, I think your health comes down, so you could drop dead. You could drop dead. A good skooma pipe. I learned today, this was just today, is a skooma pipe is alchemy equipment. I forget what it replaces. I think it replaces an alembic. Or a retort. But it's just like, oh man, like what can I use to filter this potion? Perfect. This old crack pipe. I guess you gotta improvise.
Take a hit off these fucking...
Just infuses every one of your potions with skooma. What do you have? Disease resistance, fortify, 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 restore health.
This is some skunky bloodgrass.
Okay, we're on our way to the lower wasteworks, which is... What are you? Are you just a junk merchant? An outfitter? Hulia, you only know about Hulia. Fucking these people. I think it's because Hulia's the only Hulia's in the foreign quarter, so we'll have to go to another quarter, and then people in that quarter will know about it. I have some really worthless potions I stole from the Magic Guild. Would you like them? There you are. Pleasure doing business with you. They're just lazy. Everything's a potion as far as they're concerned. Alright, we're in the lower wasteworks now. Hello!
I haven't much time.
Julia? Right, the Black Shulk Corner Club. You're the apothecary. Oh, an alchemist. Jobash's rare books. Hello, Jobash. Julia? Julia's not here, Nord. Look for him in the foreign quarter. Oh, you mean where we fucking are? Thanks so much. And then there's a guard up here, just so you don't steal shit. Lives of the Saints, man. It makes it easy to tell at a glance what book it is, but what awful lettering. The old ways. Origin of the Mages Guild. Black Shulk Corner Club. Where the fuck are you? You also don't know about Julia. Hello?
What's this then?
Marcel Morard. I see by your outfit, Halfarg Cowstroker, that your affairs have prospered. How can I help you? They have prospered. What can you tell me about the latest rumors? Have you heard? 7 victims? Here in Vivec. All with their throats slit. When it was just a few outlanders killed, the Ordinators weren't making much fuss. But now that they've had 2 of their own people with slit throats, they seem very concerned at the Hall of Justice. I've heard that the Office of the Watch is quietly looking around for some special help. Anything that can kill 2 Ordinators before they draw their weapons sounds like it will need special help. And it won't be me, because I'm level 2.
Make it quick, Outlander.
I think a cheese potion is what comes out at the 7-Eleven when you get a hot dog. Black Shulk Corner Club, we're here.
Where was that slave?
Irvin Davor. Fabel Gabor? Ethis Seville? Julia, what have you gotten yourself into, my scaly friend? I welcome you as the friend of my friend, Halfarg Cowstroker, but I wish to go to my friend's bookstore, and these troublesome fools are in my way. I've tried to persuade them, but they hate my race, and I fear there will be violence. Perhaps if you speak with them, but be careful, and be ready. Friend's bookstore? My friend Jobasha the Khajiit has a bookstore, Jobash's Rare Books. If you agree to travel together with me there, I will answer your questions, but before we go, I beg you to try to persuade these troublesome fools to leave us alone. Otherwise, I fear they'll attack us the moment we go to leave. The sight of a free Argonian offends these racist thugs. It would tarnish my Morag Tong honor to slay them, and I don't want to trouble my friend Sir Alice Galmus by fighting in his club. But I must go to my friend's bookstore where we can talk in peace. If you have a way with words, perhaps you can talk to them, or if you have a way with money, they might be bought. Otherwise, I fear there may be bloodshed.
Where is that slave?
43, Jesus. Am I talking to you, Fetcher? No, I'm talking to the filthy lizard. So push off. What if I stuff this Telvanni bugmusk down my throat? I guess I just pour it on myself. Personality 70. Hey there, friend. Don't I smell nice? Hey, look, it's none of my business. Folks want to talk to a filthy lizard. It's their problem, not mine. Get out of here, and good riddance. So I can't tell if that's because I smell nice or if that's because I smell bad. He's like, oh, you gotta go. You gotta get out right now, dude. We are ready to travel together. Will you travel together with me to Jobash's Rare Books? We leave through the door to the foreign quarter wasteworks, turn right, west, continue. I fucking know how to find it. Follow me to the bookstore. Gives the most ridiculous directions. It's just on the other side. Keep up. Man, remember when Argonians and Khajiit looked different? Not anymore. They have people legs in Skyrim for some reason. Because why not? Because they're too lazy to rig them up, that's why. Yes, thank you very much. We should be free from distraction here. Now, I said I'd tell you about the Nerevarine cult so you can report back to Caius. And I don't know of any 6th house cult, but I can tell you what I do know. To understand the Nerevarine cult, you must understand the history of the Ashlanders. Nerevar means something very different to Ashlanders from what he means to the Dunmer of the Great Houses. You should also know about the persecution of the Nerevarine and the legacy of the false incarnate, for the Nerevarine cult is at the heart of the ancient conflict between the nomadic Ashlanders and the settled Great House Dunmer. Here is a summary for Caius, but ask your questions and I'll answer in detail. History of the Ashlanders? In the First Era, the nomadic Ashlanders and the settled Dunmer clans were much alike, but after the First Council and the formation of the Great Houses, Ashlanders have been steadily forced into the poorest and most hostile lands. Now the nomadic tribes look to the prophesied return of the Nerevar for restoration of their ancient rites and religious traditions. Yeah, you're not wrong. But at the same time, yeah, I guess it's a challenge if you want to make like an Argonian. I think Argonians can breathe underwater forever in this one, though.
They can breathe underwater in a few of them. All of them, maybe.
Maybe. They've got some pretty stuff going for them, even though they can't wear boots. The Ashlanders hate the House Dunmer, who have become soft and who have abandoned traditional ancestor worship for the gods of the Tribunal. And the Ashlanders hate Outlanders, who invaded and stole their land and forced them to live as a subject people. A reborn Nerevar who could drive out the Outlander invaders, destroy the false worship of the Tribunal, and restore the pure traditional life and faith of the nomads would be a very popular hero to the Ashlanders. But what about the Great Houses? In modern times, Morrowind is ruled by 5 great houses: Lalu, Redoran, Telvanni, Indoril, and Dress. Great Houses' culture is partly defined by its roots in ancient Dunmer tribal clans, and partly by later imperial influences from other Western cultures. The Great House's culture is the only one of the native Dunmer cultures of Morrowind. The other native, the Ashlander culture, is a nomadic barbarian culture, largely untouched by imperial influences. The Temple treats the Nerevarine prophecies as heresy, and the Temple imprisons and executes heretics, unless prevented by imperial law. But since the Nerevarine cult is hostile to the Empire does not interfere when the Temple persecutes the cult. Ashlanders hate the Temple, and particularly the Ordinators, for their ruthless treatment of Nerevarine cultists. False Incarnate? In the past, some have claimed to be the reincarnated Nerevar. The most recent is known as Peakstar, a figure of legend among the Waste tribes for the last 30 years. The Temple says these false incarnates disprove the prophecies, since the false incarnates fail and come to nothing. But the mystical Nerevarine cult glorifies them, rather than shirks from contradictions, citing the appearance of failed incarnates as certain proof of Nerevar's coming rebirth. I think that's all the information I wanted. Ho! Hello? Oh, there you are. Oh, good call. Good call. They're a little lazy for not making them their own boots. You got me there.
Is there something
Yeah, wouldn't they just use like ankle braces?
Yeah, I guess you kind of could just take like the cloth bracers and just like slap it on their skeleton. It'd take a little bit of work. The guy that made the armor just like saw it. He's like, I'm not making boots for those guys. End of discussion. My acrobatics isn't high enough to jump over this. We gotta walk all the way down. Just trying to get downstairs. Is this the downstairs ramp? It sure isn't. I wonder if anyone made a mod for Skyrim, so your guy looks like Puss in Boots. There's a mod for everything in Skyrim, though. So, there probably is a Puss in Boots mod. Now I gotta remember which one of these cantons has my next Blades contact. When the Redoran Canton, it's definitely not this one. It's like one of the Saint Cantons. There's a little gondolier, which we could have taken. Ah, fuck it. Right here at the bridge anyways. Which one is this? The Arena Canton. Nope. Oh, there's the gondolier fella. Oh, yep. Randy Macho Man Savage Dragon mod. There's also the Thomas the Tank Engine Dragon mod.
Here comes the great and powerful Macho Man.
Excuse me, boat lady. Just take me to the temple. Because the one contact is in like the Hall of Truth or something. I think it's actually here in the temple. Hello? Guards love to talk. Nope. That's a joke because ordinators hate talking. The Hall of Wisdom. That's where I'd live if I was a contact. Oh, hello.
Yes, sir.
They'll mean Hellas now. Ah! Mayra Milo. She works in the library. If she's not here, you might find her in her private quarters. Her door is across from the canon offices here in the Hall of Wisdom. It's the middle of the day. She'll be working. I've actually heard not good things about the YouTube streaming.
I wouldn't
Can't control the chat or something like that.
speak, traveler.
Yes, sir.
I was able to grab the VOD from when I was playing Morrowind last time, so I'm definitely able to transfer the videos from Twitch onto YouTube super easy. But yeah, I haven't. I think the problem with the YouTube is it's not. It's kind of like in a Google Plus state right now, so not a lot of people watch it. So a lot of people aren't ready to make the jump. Kai sent you follow me to the back of the library. We can't talk here. Don't mind me, just an outlander that loves stroking cows. And nameless NPC, Nathael Varys, he won't blow our cover. I see by your outfit. Halfarg. Oh, fuck off. Talking to the wrong person. Go ahead. I'm afraid I don't know anything about a 6 house cult, but I can tell you about the Nerevarine cult. Yeah, I'm a little worried about that, but at the same time, I get a lot of videos on YouTube dinged for copyright, but because my videos aren't monetized, it's not too bad. I just have no faith in the claim system on other platform. I mean, I might do both. Like if I'm playing a game and Twitch nails me for copyright, I might do that particular game on YouTube, and then if YouTube dings me for copyright, I might do that game on Twitch. The temple worships Nerevarine as a saint and hero, but prophecies of his reincarnation are punished as wicked heresy. The Nerevarine cult claims the tribunal are false gods, hence the temple's persecution of the Nerevarine. A group called the Dissident Priests disputes temple doctrine on the Nerevarine prophecies. The prescribed book, Progress of Truth, describes their belief. Get a copy of Progress of Truth for Caius Cosades. That will tell him the things he needs to know about the Nerevarine cult. Yeah, Nintendo and Sega too is also a huge dick. I was actually pretty weird when I did Shining Force because of that.
It's just like my Final Fantasy VII video. Aries theme is a German nursery rhyme. No, it's not.
The automated claims on YouTube are really bad. It's an Ashlander cult. Primitive superstition, says the temple. Nerevarine say the tribunal are false gods. I've never understood why the temple wastes so much energy on them. The faithful cannot be shaken by such attacks, and the Ashlanders are just ignorant savages. But since the submission of the temple to the Empire and the erosion of faith among the Dunmer, the militant wing of the temple is increasingly fierce in its attacks on heretics and heathens. Dissident priests? The dissident priests dispute temple doctrine and are outlawed and persecuted by the temple. Ordinators arrest and imprison heretics, and the Empire cannot interfere. Progress of Truth lists their beliefs. In brief, they challenge the purity and divinity of the tribunal, suggesting their powers are sorcerous, not divine, and perhaps akin to the powers of Dagoth-Ur. They also condemn the arbitrary power of the Ordinators and accuse the temple hierarchy of self-interest and corruption. Yeah, the whole DMCA and like all that copyright shit, that's just like super Wild West right now. Just people are doing whatever they want, getting away with it. Progress of Truth. This book lists the disputes of the dissident priests with the tribunal temple doctrines. The temple has outlawed the sale or possession of the book, so it will be hard to find. We have a copy here, but I fear I'm being watched by the Ordinators here. A safer plan would be to search local booksellers. Some booksellers ignore temple bans on outlawed books for profits or for principles. I bet you Joe Basha will sell it.
Speak, traveler.
Vivec St. Ohms. Huh. The St. Ohms Canton might have our friend. Whose name I can't fucking remember. Oh, no, this is the right place. Because this guy. I'm looking for a friend of mine, a female Khajiit named Addhiranirr. Do you know where I can find her? Her name is Addhiranirr, and she is a Khajiit. Do you know where I can find her? Nope. I see. Well, perhaps some other good citizen can tell me where to find her. Goodbye. Now what we want to do, go to the canal works. Because she's down here somewhere. At least I think it's a lady. You look like it Addhiranirr. Because you totally aren't. What? I'm not putting up with this shit. Where is she? My trade. Trade? Darnar has no trade. Darnar has the sugar. What does Darnar need with trade? Just go away and leave Darnar alone with the sugar. Yeah, sure, dude.
I'm waiting.
Addhiranirr, where is she? A census and excise agent has been prowling the canton, Fla, and this agent, whose name is Duvianus Platoris, has been showing an interest in Addhiranirr. So my guess is that while the census and excise agent is making his appearance, Addhiranirr will be hiding in the underworks. Swims pretty good for a kitty. Gets her inspiration from the census and excise, I reckon. Look for trapdoors down from the canal works level. That's where I am. So she's in the underworks. We were off by a floor.
She's in like the sewers or something.
Just gotta make sure I don't get murdered by a rat when I go down there. Oh, yep. Completely blind. I remember this.
Maybe like white rats.
Oh, man. I see people there, but I think that is actually a super dangerous Daedric shrine. Piss off, rat. I'm exploring. He sees me, whoever he is. Let's put on our woad. Hello? Oh, we're fighting. I'm trapped in a corner. I'm knocked down. Oh man, even woad's not good enough. I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta get out of here. Knocked me into the water. Get the fuck out of here.
This is a sewers.
So the whole no light source doesn't help. We gotta go upstairs and like buy a torch. If we're lucky, we'll be able to find the ladder out. We made it. Can I take this torch? Yep. Take this one for good measure. There we go. Now we can explore the canal works. Or the underworks, I suppose. St. Ohm's storage. I've got a good feeling about this trapdoor. Torch, could you not be a huge piece of shit? There you are. Great, so Caius says to you, speak with Addhiranirr. And you have done this thing. You are speaking with Addhiranirr, but Addhiranirr will not talk to you about the Nerevarine or the Sixth House cult. Because why? Because Addhiranirr is at this moment very distracted by a nice census and excise agent who also wants to speak with her. Welcome! What's the deal with this census and excise agent? You do not know this? They are collectors of the Emperor's taxes and tariffs, and the Emperor's outlawed trade in many things, like Dwemer artifacts and ebony, and a census and excise agent will enjoy being a pest about such things. For several reasons, a census and excise agent is not Addhiranirr's favorite person. If you want Addhiranirr to help you, you make the bad person go away. Then she will tell you things. Okay. That torch does not cut it. We gotta be fucking super careful down there. We just gotta go tell this tax collector to fuck himself.
I was gonna say, what was the name of that tax collector from Robin Hood? Like him.
My phone tells me that I'm now being followed by Definite U 2940, so welcome. Welcome. Where the fuck is this tax man? There you are. I'm looking for a friend of mine, a female Khajiit named Addhiranirr. Her name is Addhiranirr. Yeah, she just took a gondola to the mainland. What a disappointment. But thank you for your time. I was just heading back to the mainland myself anyway, and maybe I'll run into her there. See, you're not allowed to fucking leave Morrowind. They talk about it all the time. They talk about it later in conversation. You're not allowed to leave this place. I guess I'll just be on my way back to the mainland. No, you won't. Don't make shit up.
I'm talking about, we were on the boat, there's a big thing that says story blocks you and you bounce back and forth.
Wait for me to get my bearings. So, are you the one Addhiranirr must thank for getting rid of the annoying census and excise agent? Indeed, Addhiranirr is very glad to see you and very happy to tell a friend of my good friend Caius about the Sixth House cult. And Addhiranirr knows nothing about the Nerevarine, but Addhiranirr is happy to tell you that too, if it makes Caius happy. Tell me the Sixth House cult? This Addhiranirr knows about because it is about smuggling. Some smart smugglers are suddenly too busy for their old clients because they have a new employer, the Sixth House, who pays very well. But what do they smuggle now? Addhiranirr doesn't know because they're very secret, and this is odd because these smugglers are always loud and bragging, and now they hush up like fat-bellied kitties, full of sweetmeats. Welcome, Pleasant Cheese, welcome. Smuggling? Smuggling is big business. The Empire says we can't trade skooma, moon sugar, ebony, Dwemer artifacts, exotic Dunmer weapons and armor, and slaves. So smugglers trade these things. Smugglers also smuggle grief, sheen, and sujima to avoid imperial tax. Oh fuck, I hope I'm paying the right taxes on my booze. And now the Sixth House hires smugglers. Though what they smuggle, Addhiranirr cannot say. Addhiranirr? You've come from Caius, so of course he tells you all about Addhiranirr. How she is a friend of Caius, and who does little things for Caius, and who is also a member of the Thieves Guild. Not at all important, but very helpful and loyal to fellow guild members. Nerevarine? Yes, Addhiranirr knows this Nerevarine cult is just silly superstitious, so you tell Caius this. Nobody in their right mind pays any attention to this moon yowling. Prophecies and ancient heroes reborn and other silliness. Fuzzy tales for little kitties. Well, goodbye. I think that was everybody we needed to talk to. This isn't blind. I've played the game before. We're Nord Battle Mage. Although I've actually been being real bad with my spells. I think technically a Battle Mage is like a two-handed character that buffs himself, and then a spell sword is a one-handed character that actually like casts destruction spells. But then again, destruction's one of my mains. I'm not really sure what weird niche I fit into.
You can damage fatigue.
I could damage fatigue, I suppose. Vivec informants. Addhiranirr, Hulia, Marimilo. We did talk to everybody, so we can be on our way back to... We're on our way back to Balmora, if I can just find a fucking... Oh, a boat! The problem is I'm too chubby to get up. Oh! Oh man, you know what? Let's save it, because we might break our legs here. Next stop, Balmora! What the fuck? Magic ground, I guess. Hello! I am a wizard, apparently, and I need to get back to the foreign quarter. Where the hell is the Silt Strider? He's around here somewhere. There he is, I see him. Also, what mods? I forget exactly what mods I have. I'm using that huge, like, mod compilation that a guy put together back in, like, I think it was 2012. I forget the guy's name. He got in a bunch of trouble over it because a bunch of people got mad at him for not giving proper credit, but I think in the end he did. But it was this big, like, just goes through all these steps and then installs the mods in order. There's no conflicts. Oblivion and Skyrim, I do the mods individually, but for Morrowind, I just go for this pre-pack, as it were. Hello, weird wrinkly tattoo man. I'm on my way to Balmora.
We make a special trip just for you. Say low price.
Go see our friend Caius. That's fair. Your best bet's probably to just, like, find people talking about it on a forum and then just, you know, like, use a link that's been vetted. I unfortunately can't remember where I got this thing from. It was a long time ago. If you get it from the guy's actual site, I think that's where I got mine from, and there wasn't a problem with it. If Marabilo, son of a bitch. I forgot to get the book. Forgot to talk to Joe Basha because I got lost in that giant fucking town. There's a bookseller in Balmora. We can hope for the best. Oh, look out, I'm a sleeper. Yep, great. Cool story, dude. God damn it, I gotta go see Joe Basha.
Strength check for these fucking oranges.
Yeah, it's weird. The main reason it wants to take control of your computer is because it like physically moves the mouse around and clicks the button for you.
Sorry, stranger. My time is short.
You could do like a system restore if you wanted to.
I'm listening.
I'm not even sure what exactly breaks your computer so bad that a system restore won't be able to save you. Suppose if it stopped your computer from booting up. But you don't see a lot of that. Vivec Mages Guild.
Yes, friend.
Let's hear it.
There's someone watching.
One of those observant dark elves that knows someone's watching them.
We're watching.
Yeah, okay, thank you, Dark Elf, you're watching me. Where are you, Joe Basha? That's the Black Shalt Corner Club. We want to go this way.
Yes, waiting. Why was your son? The traveler seeks answers.
Dude, stop hanging out at the door. Come with me. Come inside.
We're watching you.
Watch me walk down these stairs then.
You have questions?
I have questions. You have the progress of truth? Why don't you have the progress of truth? Does Julia know about the progress of truth?
It was on a shelf.
Let's not.
Well, I'm not going to steal it. Jobash's rare books. My friend Jobash is a Khajiit. Jobash is a friend of mine, a Khajiit. He owns the Jobash's Rare Books, which has a wide selection of rare and obscure books. He has very passionate moral and political views, which he shares freely. As a result, he and his bookshop are strong feelings in some quarters, which means he should have progress of truth. Just the books for general sale. The chest. I don't want to steal this book, but I gotta complete this quest.
You have questions.
Now, Jobasha, do I have to bribe you so you sell me the book? Nope, I meant to say persuasion. Holy shit, dude, that's not good enough for you? Maybe the books aren't alphabetical. I think they are, though. Nope, I think they are not alphabetical, and I just bribed you for no reason, so I'm taking that back. No, it looks like it's just... No, the game crashed because it's Morrowind. Let's get right back in there. Yeah, I don't know how people play these games on console.
Lower your standards.
Take forever to do anything.
Ajit has no words for you.
Now, Oblivion, or so not Oblivion, Morrowind. Okay, I was worried you broke there for a second. Where's this book? I know what it looks like in the default game, but all the books have their own textures now. It'll be by it, so there it is. Done. Quest complete. We lost money based on all those boats and silt striders we took, though.
Keep moving. It wants something. What? Let's not leave this position. Watch
Time
this
is precious,
regarding.
so make it quick.
Am I still in the foreign quarter? Could you get the fuck out of my way, please? Yeah, I'm still in the foreign quarter. Take the Mage's Guild back, I guess. Take the Mage's Guild back just because that's a nice skybox. Take the Mage's Guild back just because we're a member, so it should be a little on the cheap side. It's getting a little bit late, so probably gonna wrap it up once we turn in our findings with Caius. You know, time flies, and it's amazing how little you actually get done in this game. We did a couple story quests, I suppose. We wound up doing like 3. And then we got half a level. This is how you played video games in the olden days. Skyrim, you play Skyrim for 2 hours, gain 100 levels, kill some dragons, Baby steps. It's baby steps in Morrowind. Get out of my way, old man. Guess I'm here for my teleport.
Yes. What assistance do you need? Sorry, stranger. My time is short, so get on with it.
Did you fill this up while I was gone? I was gone for less than an hour. No, you didn't.
Speak traveler.
How are we doing for money? We're at 1537. I want to say we should do some training, but
Speak traveler.
you're looking at thousands of dollars to get a skill to a decent level. Even a low one. Because, like, I'd say most skills are pretty shit until you get into around 40. Like, we got our axe to 50 today, and we can still have a bit of trouble hitting shit.
If I can be of any assistance, I'll be happy to help.
I have your report, and I'll make copies of your notes from Hulia and the Progress of Truth. Give me time to read and digest all this. In the meantime, I'm promoting you to Journeyman. You're doing good work. And here are 200 drakes. Go ahead and treat yourself to a new pair of shoes. And go do some jobs for the guilds or other freelance work. Just to keep your cover story current, or get some training. Then, when you're fit and rested, come back and I'll have new orders for you. What about now? I'm not ready for you yet. Well, fucking excuse me. Oh, so yeah, I suppose just like last time, we'll just have a nap at the Fighters Guild and then call it a night. Yeah, you're a sleeper, thank you.
Speak traveler.
But everybody that tuned in, I hope you had fun tonight. And, well, I'll be back on Friday
I'm listening.
for more adventures of Halfarg Cowstroker. Maybe we'll find a cow to stroke, you never know. 2 a.m., let's take a little cat nap. So the sun will be up.
Assassin time.
Another dream? I didn't level up.
Who knows what we may be capable of once we no longer fear death.
In my dream, a tall figure with a golden mask greeted me, saying, "Who knows what we may be capable of when we no longer fear death?" It seemed I had died and could see myself laid upon a table lit by candles. But with my own hands I touched the figure, and the figure drew breath, opened eyes, and rose from the table. Then the room was gone, and the world filled with light, and I awoke. Well, that's super fucking weird. But with our wacky new dream, that's it for today.